Hibs vs Celtic 1987. In this story we rewind to 1987 and an important match in the Scottish football hooligans history books. Watch till the end for a wee bonus of the modern day versions. Let's get on with the stories. First we have Celtic Soccer Crew member Dermot, who told us,
"It was a bitter Edinburgh morning on November 28, 1987, and we were already in the mood for mischief. The Celtic Soccer Crew weren't big in number, never had been, but that suited us fine. We were tight, loyal and always ready to put in a shift for the cause. We didn't care that the wider Celtic support saw us as a nuisance. Casuals get to feck, they'd chant, and we'd just smirk. They didn't understand. We were in it for the buzz, the fashion and the mayhem. The terraces were our runway and our battleground. We'd been planning this one for weeks. Hibs away had always been lively, but this was different. The Capital City Service had been throwing their weight around, and someone had to remind them they weren't the only firm with bottle. Our moment came courtesy of a lad we called Smoky Joe. On a Euro away in Dortmund, he'd somehow got his hands on a CS gas canister. Don't ask how, it's better not to know. What mattered was that it was now rolling around in the boot of a silver Vauxhall Cavalier parked outside a boozer in Leith. We mustered early that day, gathering in small pockets near Waverley and blending into the green and white army heading to Easter Road. There was a quiet tension in the air, like something was going to kick off, and we were loving it. The stadium was packed, over 10,000 of us from Glasgow, and you could feel the nervous energy on the terraces. The first half flew by. McAvenny's goal sent the away end into a frenzy. We were bouncing, shirts flapping under Pringle jumpers, Adidas gazelles scuffed from jumping off crush barriers, but half-time brought the shift. We huddled. Smoky Joe pulled out the canister and looked around. "Now or never, lads." It wasn't the full firm, just about 10 of us near the back of the section. Someone gave the nod. In a flash, it was lit and lobbed over towards the Hibs lot like it was a Christmas cracker. The thing landed with a dull clunk, and for a moment, nothing. Then, boom. Gas everywhere. Screams. Fans pouring onto the pitch, coughing and clutching their eyes. We stood frozen, half panicked, half awestruck. We'd meant to cause a stir, not a bloody evacuation. Word spread that old folk were injured. A 77-year-old apparently cracked a rib in the crush. We'd overcooked it, big time. The game was stopped. Stewards panicked. The rest of the Celtic support turned on us sharpish. We weren't heroes, we were pariahs. But we knew what was coming next. Payback. The Capital City Service would want blood. Outside Easter Road, it was chaos. The Capital boys weren't hanging around. They were out in force looking for anyone in green. The main road turned into a running battlefield. I got cracked on the jaw near a chipper, stumbled, and saw two of our lads getting pinned up against a bus stop. It wasn't a brawl, it was a proper chase. But we weren't going quietly. I saw Smoky Joe put one Hibs lad down with a clean right before legging it into an alley. We regrouped near a corner shop on Leith Walk, battered and buzzing. Police swarmed in and dragged half a dozen of us away. I was lucky, no collar for me. But Smoky Joe? Remanded for 16 weeks. The judge threw the book at him. The press tore us apart. Hooligan gas horror, they called it. We never lived it down. The rest of the Celtic support wanted us gone. But for a few of us, it was our infamous moment. A gas cloud at Easter Road, a flash in the pan, and a reminder that even the smallest mob can make the biggest bang.
Hibs Capital Service crew member Stuart told us,
"We'd been expecting trouble, but not like this. Easter Road was bursting that day in 87. 10,000 Celtic in our city, giving it the big one, and you could spot their so-called soccer crew from a mile off. Bad moustaches, pastel colours, acting like they were Italy 82 Ultras. We were the Capital City Service, tight-knit, sharp-dressed, and deeply territorial. No one came into Leith without feeling our presence, and we were ready. The baby crew had been on edge all morning, bouncing around like terriers outside Platform 5 bar. Word was, the Celtic lot were bringing smoke bombs or worse. We weren't worried. They were outnumbered, and this was our manner. But still, something felt off. Too quiet, too smug. Inside the ground, we were packed into the east terrace when it happened. 62 minutes in, bang. I swear it felt like a bomb. Eyes stung, noses ran, people screamed. It was carnage. I saw old ladies weeping, dads hauling kids over fences. You could taste the metal in the air. Some Hibs fan was shouting, "It's gas! It's gas!" while another keeled over on the grass. It didn't take a genius to figure out who did it. Outside, the tone shifted. Whatever divide there'd been between Hibs casuals and regular fans disappeared in the gas cloud. Now it was personal. We stormed out, regrouping along Easter Road like hyenas. The police had no clue what to do. Too many bodies moving too fast. We didn't care if it was the soccer crew or regular Celtic punters. We wanted retribution. Fast. I saw one of their crew, the tall lad in the Sergio Tacchini, getting cornered near the back of a pizza shop. He tried to run, but slipped on a burst packet of salt and vinegar crisps. That's when Dougie landed a right boot into his ribs. Nothing too serious, just a message. You don't gas Edinburgh. A few of their boys fought back. One launched a bin lid and clipped my ear, but we got the better of it. Quick fists, fast feet, in and out. It wasn't a massacre, just a warning. The rest of the Celtic fans scarpered quick smart, hiding behind buses, some even begging the cops to get them back to Waverley. Back at the pub, word filtered through. Some of them arrested, one was remanded. We laughed, but not out of cruelty. Just the way things were back then. Cause chaos, take your licks. Still, there was a sense that something had changed. The use of gas, that was new, cold, cowardly. But the bigger point, that was ours. They tried to humiliate us, and we answered the only way we knew how, on the pavement, with fists, pride, and a steel-capped boot or two. Easter Road was still our patch, and no flashy Glasgow outfit was taking it without a fight.
We thank Dermot and Stuart for their recollections. It's clear that Celtic Soccer Crew did let off a gas canister that day, which caused the mayhem afterwards. It's not clear who gained the upper hand. You decide. Here's the bonus we promised. Modern-day versions of these two Scottish firms. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, as it really helps our channel grow. Until the next video, bye for now, but enjoy the extra bonus of the modern-day versions of the fans.